Hello and welcome to Ryan's Recipes. Now, seeing as winter's approaching and by God it's starting to get cold outside, we're going to do a winter warming chili casserole. Because I like chilies and I like casseroles and I couldn't decide, so why not merge the two? Here we go. Okay, so for this we have got some lentils, some mixed beans, some kidney beans, Madras powder, jam, tomatoes, sausages, lovely oil, an onion, some Oxo Cubes, and it's always easier if you use some mixes. So we've got some casserole and some chili. Okay, so first things first, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut my sausages up into little pieces. And then I can throw them into the mix. They can start cooking off nicely. Then I can start adding all the other ingredients and it can all start browning off. So, I'm going to get chopping. Okay, so my sausages are all chopped nicely. What I'm just going to add them to the pan. Got gentle heat on at the moment, so I'm going to turn it up in a second. Want plenty of oil in there. So what I'm going to do, make sure we've got a bit of oil on, and I'm just going to let them slowly start to cook through, and you get some of the fat from the sausage will start oozing out, and that'll start giving us a good base. Perfect. Now to my onion. Okay, so I'm just going to chop my onion up. I'm going to dice it nice and small. Now, I still don't get the fascination. This does tend to be a popular sort of feature to my recipes, is my onion ability. But yeah, we'll go with it. So let's get rid of that bit. Okay. Let's try chopping it into 4, so that does. Ooh, let's do it this way on. Anyway, so what I've got is I've got wedges of onion. Just going to chop down them like so. This is quite an efficient way of doing it. Look at that. Perfect. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck that into my sausage and mix that up. The sausage is starting to slowly brown off, but the onion, the flavour of the onion will go well with the sausage as it cooks. So yeah, let's start making the base. Okay, so as the kettle comes to boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my mixes to my Pyrex jug, like so. It's the technical bit, this is. So you wouldn't see Gordon Ramsay doing this. I don't think he's quite got the hang of this bit yet. He likes to make it really difficult and chop loads of things up. I get it all in one, it's brilliant. So I've got my 2 mixes in there. So let's whack some water in. I'm going to fill this up to half a litre. Might need a bigger jug, but we'll bear with it. Just give that a bit of a stir in. That smells, yeah, quite good actually. So what I need to do is give it a good beating, get out all the bumps. So that's quite thick at the moment. And then what I'll do is I'll do a separate mix with my Oxo Cubes and I'll throw them in a second. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is going to pour my mix in. You can see my sausage and onions are cooking nicely. So that's mix 1.
Going to do another quick mix now with some Oxo Cubes, and we'll add those in. Okay, so I've got my second mix. Just going to add plenty of that, because I want this as quite a runny mixture. Because what I've decided I'm going to do is, instead of using normal rice and have on the side, I'm going to put a bit of paella rice in, and I'm going to mix that up as well. So I think with the selection of different beans, that should balance out quite well. So that's mixing there. So let's keep topping the liquid up. Let's go with our chopped tomatoes. Stick to the chilli side of things for a minute. So we'll pour those in, and then I can start adding the beans. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so first in goes the mixed beans. These have already been drained and washed. So we'll chuck those in as so. So it's a nice straightforward dish, this one. There's only the sausages and the onion that actually require any chopping. Everything else is literally pour and go. So there's our beans. We're now going to add our lentils. Oh, they look good. Okay, got our lentils in, so let's give that a bit of a stir. Pan's getting mildly full, but that's fine. And then all I'm going to do in a second is I'm going to add my kidney beans. I'm going to put a bit of jam in, just to sweeten it and balance the flavour. And, well, it would be rude not to, a tiny dash of Madras Powder. So in go the final kidney beans. They've just been rinsed and prepped. So we'll pour those in. What I'm also going to do before I stir that in, I'm going to do a couple of spoons of jam. I said I'm going to use that just to balance the flavour slightly and sweeten it. So do a couple of spoons of jam. And then for good measure, only a very, very light sprinkling of Madras Powder. And that I'm going to stir in. I'm going to put a lid on it and I'm going to let it work its magic. So I'll give that 15-20 minutes and check on it, see how it's doing. Okay, so I've given that about 35-40 minutes so far. As you can see, that is cooking through really nicely. I've just tried a bit and it tastes fit. That is the best way of putting it. That is the perfect winter warmer brewing right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some risotto rice. Now what I'm going to do is you've got to be very careful with this because it dries stuff out very, very quickly. So don't too much. Do a light sprinkling. And that will actually suck all the moisture out. In fact, what I will do is I'm going to put a little bit more in, just for good measure, because it will suck a lot of moisture out. It's very deceiving, this stuff. So I'm going to stir that in. I might add a little bit more, and then I'm just going to leave that for another 15-20 minutes. Let it do its thing. There you go. As you can see, it's bubbling away nicely. It's got a bit of a little skin on the top, so you can't quite see the rice. So the rice in there is cooked through. So I'm going to dish a bowl up and chuck in. And there we go. So there we go. That was the finished creation. That was the sausage chili casserole. Now, it is actually rather cold outside. As you might have noticed, I have escaped off and had a warm shower. There's a lot cooked, so I'm now going to spend my evening relaxing and getting very, very fat. So, I'll see you again next time. I think it's fair to say I have successfully defeated winter.